Zdravím vás u tentokrát 18.
We can expect heavy mortar fire, but most of Logan's soldiers will be busy dealing with Paige and her men.
I want to be in the thick of the smoke and the fire and the glory. If Paige takes the west route, it's only fair I take...
Which leaves the centre to us. Best chance of getting lost.
Then we'll agree.
Are you sure you're up to this, Walter?
Oh, don't worry about me. I may feel old and tired, but the day hasn't come yet when I can't charge into a good old-fashioned fight. Let the battle for Albion begin.
Our people are getting torn to shreds out there. They need our help.
We need to take care of that water.
Blbý možný mě trefí a mě to vypojí joystick. Bože. Bože. Bože, proč?
The Auroran ship should be able to move in closer now. Do your stuff.
Yes. you've ever had. Sabine, you almost blew us up.
You saw a glorious beacon of freedom burning in the night for all the... What is it, Boulder? Oh, bloody hell. Move, move!
It'll take more than a grenade to finish off that old sod.
Meanwhile, let's do what he says and get moving, shall we? Eat, Steve!
I've had worse than you, Stick that down there.
Get up and back! Now, so great parry!
This is just too stupid.
I've been trained by the best. You haven't got a chance. Locked you.
That's how you handle a sword.
You have to do better than that.
Can't get up a moment's
Rebel is firing up.
We're supposed to open doors for the kids, not the other way around.
Wychylającej. Co to trzeba? Ty
Pull it together, men. This one's dangerous.
Bullet.
more coming. We have to find a way past this gate.
Always with the damn
Furt samý
gates.
podělaný.
What we need are explosives. But I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy old man who enjoyed blowing things.
Ha ha! Did you see that order that the whole city bowed to up under?
Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place?
Dwellers have their ways, my boy. Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kalian's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off.
Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own.
Jdeme hrát. Jej. Jo.
Shall we knock? No. Let's surprise him.
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You finally become the man I always wanted you to be.
He's a lot more than that, and now he's ready to take your place.
Perhaps the time has come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
Did it ever occur to you that I may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower behind ignorance if you will, but my brother deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then.
Že by to bylo až tak rychlý, jo. To je nezdá. Success. No, tak to dopadlo tak, že
There he is, the King of Albion. You've made it just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the sanctuary, you'll need a new personal aide. Someone who can keep you organized. Let me introduce you to...
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty. May I say what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you. I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth. That, Your Majesty, is an example of the sense of humor which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt. Well, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial, of course. The very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and time management. And I heartily believe the key to being a successful king is following a well-scheduled royal agenda. If you will permit me, here are today's appointments. I'm sure you will do a marvelous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty. Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
Jo. Ten pes to vždycky přežil, to je nějaký profil.
All stand to attention for the King of Albion. Logan, former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act. He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work. But killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate, but his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us salvation, and then left us to face the darkness alone.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
If this is true, if it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
You have the power over life and death, brother. Now choose.
Co jsme to říkali, že ho necháme...
Your brother's fate is in your hands. The choice is yours, Your Majesty.
Jo, proč by mě poprvé, stejně to buzerant. Má takový ještě teplejší knírek.
This is not the time for revenge. We need your help, Logan.
The king has made his decision. Logan's life will be spared.
I know you will never forgive me for the things I've done. You told me so once, remember?
Of course I do.
But what matters now is that we defend our land. The castle is yours, and so is the throne. I'm glad to be rid of them.
You have fulfilled the first part of your destiny. You were little more than a child when you left the castle. You have become a hero, a leader, and now, finally, a monarch. But your journey is not yet done. Now you are king. You can know the truth. Albion will soon be attacked, and the threat could not be greater. Darkness is coming to our land. It cannot be reasoned with, it cannot be halted. The ruler of Albion is all that stands between the world we inhabit and that darkness. That is why you had to take your brother's place. The course of history demands it. If you do not succeed, Everything we know will come to an end.
Why didn't you tell me all this at the start? It was never about Logan, was it?
I told you what you needed to know, and I never spoke anything but the truth. With Logan on the throne, Albion would have been doomed. This much I know. Only with a hero wearing the crown do we stand a chance of survival.
And how do I stop it?
You won't. Its arrival is inevitable. 1 year from now, the darkness will fall upon Albion. All you can do is prepare, and hope to save as many of your people as you can. How you do so is up to you. 2 paths lie ahead. You may keep the promises you have made and be known as a benevolent ruler. But understand that doing so will leave little to spend on the kingdom's protection and may lead you to disaster. It is not easy to be popular and keep the treasury full, unless you are willing to sacrifice your personal wealth. But you may also choose to break those promises, to harm your people in order to save them. You will not lack the means to build the army you need, but you will be hated. This path will cast you in the role of a tyrant, as it did your brother. You have 1 year to do what Logan could not. Be the ruler that readies Albion for the greatest threat it has ever faced. And be the hero that can stand against it.
Tak, toto vypadá, že asi celá je ta kariéra až na to ochranu toho Albionu. Takže tady to byl asi nejdelší díl, takže tímto se s vámi loučím a uvidíme se u další hry. Možná ještě tady to dodělám, ale spíš udělat jiný, protože tohle vládnutí mě 100% baví dobře.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure what to say after receiving.
Takže s tímto se s vámi loučím. Jestli chcete, lajkněte videa, sorry za to, že moc nemluvím, ale není co v téhle hře. Tak strašně nudná hra. Ale je to sranda hrát na Xboxu. Některé ty hráčky jsou dobrý, ale to je tak všechno. Ani grafika není moc úžasná. A to je tak asi všechno, co bych o téhle hře řekl. A nic jiného mě napadá, tak tímhle se s vámi loučím a uvidíme se u příštího natáčení nějaký hry. Zdraví Nekomizera, čau čau.